I'm sure you all have noticed that moment when you're staring at a spreadsheet full of numbers, but your gut is quietly telling you something different. Now, that's the classic tension between intuition and data, and it's one of the hardest calls leaders have to make. Now, here's the thing, neither intuition nor data is the enemy, but neither is enough on its own either. So if you lean on data, you risk becoming slow, mechanical, blind to things that numbers can't capture. And if you lean only on gut, you risk being impulsive, biased, and sometimes flat out wrong. So how do you know which one to trust? Now think of data as your map. It shows you the landscape, the big picture, the probability. But maps are never perfect. They can miss new roads, construction, or weather conditions. And that's where intuition comes in, your inner compass. It's built from lived experiences, years of noticing patterns, subconscious cues, even lessons you don't remember learning. So here's a simple way to balance the two. When the decision is high stake and irreversible, lean more on data. If it's millions of dollars, people's safety, a long-term strategy, don't just go with feeling. Back it up with evidence. Now, when the decision is fast-moving and data is incomplete, give intuition more weightage. Your gut is often better at spotting signals than waiting for perfect numbers. And best of all, when your gut and data line up, that's usually your all-out green light. Let me share a quick story. At a company I consulted, the numbers said expanding into a new region made perfect sense. The projections were strong, the growth charts looked amazing, but my gut, shaped by earlier experiences, told me something was off. The local market just didn't feel ready. We dug deeper and it turned out the data had overlooked a critical factor, customer trust in new entrants. If we had moved blindly on the numbers, we would have sunk resources into a market that wasn't prepared for us. Trusting the gut enough to question the data saved us millions. So here's the takeaway, data informs, intuition interprets. Great decision makers use both. Your job as a leader isn't to choose one over the other, it's to know when to balance the head and the gut, because the best decisions rarely come from one voice alone. And in the next episode, we'll tackle reversible versus irreversible decisions. Thank you.